Hi, I'm Matt from Yorkshire Fire and we're here at the Yorkshire Spa Retreat. I'm just going to show you how to light your Kamado Joe. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you've got some natural fire lighters, because whatever you put in as fuel is actually going to flavour your food. So I would never ever use any sort of those chemical fire lighters. Make sure you've got the natural ones. And then these just go right at the bottom of the fire bowl. I'm using 3 today because there's not much wind, and so I want to make sure it lights well. I'd always recommend you get some really good quality charcoal, either this Masterbuilt lump charcoal or Kamado Joe big block charcoal. Because again, the quality of it means that it flavours the food better, but also it lasts longer, so you don't have to use as much. So what you want to do then is you want to make a little sort of pyramid around what you're lighting. Just let them light, okay. And then you want to get a nice, decent sized piece to put over the top. So you made a little pyramid there, and then leave that for 10 minutes, and that's going to light. One thing to check is that this vent is fully open, and there's no hole. That ashtray's got no gaps in it, because the airflow can just come straight in through there and pull it out through the top. And that's how you light that. Within 10 minutes, that'll be ready to set up for cooking. Okay, so if you look in here now, you can see that this is lit. You can see that the charcoal's gone white, and the heat's coming off that. So now you can fill the charcoal basket with more charcoal. For what we're cooking today, that's going to be enough. Okay, so now that's lit and you've filled your charcoal basket, you want to bring it up to temperature. So the best way to do that is to, with it shut, and have this vent fully open. So you move the control tower completely out of the way, so the airflow is going to come straight in here, up through the charcoal, get drawn out the top, and you can already see the smoke coming out the top. So now you're waiting for that to come up to temperature on this gauge here, when you're ready to cook. Okay, so we're going to set the Kamado up for a traditional barbecue. So whilst it's coming up to temperature, I'm going to put some of these pieces in. These half moons are heat deflectors, so they allow you to do indirect cooking. So I'm going to pop one of those in on that side. If I was going to do a low and slow cook, I'd use the other one. So if, say, I wanted to do a pulled pork or something like that, I'd put that one on the other side, so that would like deflect the heat, and you get more like an oven cook, but with the charcoal flavour. So I'm not using that today, because we're using a traditional barbecue. I'm going to use this, which is a cast iron griddle, which has got searing sort of side and also a smooth side. And for what I'm doing today in terms of burgers and sausages, I'm going to use the smooth side. So that's going to go in, and that's going to go at the lower level. So on the Kamado, you've got multi-level cooking, and then I'm just going to use this traditional grate, and that's going to go at the back at a higher level. Grate there that goes there again that way. This means, so if I'm cooking on this side, lower down, it's going to be more intense with that direct heat underneath that plate. So I can always move things across to this side as the cooking goes on. Maybe it's cooking too fast or I need it to rest. And then maybe I'm cooking something like vegetables or something. I put them on a higher level so the heat's not quite as intense. And again, I can move them across to the indirect side so that the temperature's less intense for them and they can calm down there. So you've got multiple sort of surfaces and multiple cooking zones. Okay, so now we've got multiple levels and multiple cooking zones. We've got intense and indirect. We've got 2 different surfaces to cook on as well, so we can cook a variety of things. So today we're going to do burgers and sausages and some vegetables on here. And so whilst we let that come up to temperature, I'm going to close the lid, make sure that engages, and keep an eye on the temperature here. It's a traditional barbecue, so we're looking to get it to about 200 degrees or 400 F. And as it comes up to that temperature, we're going to start working with the control tower and the input airflow here, just to control that temperature and get it to settle down. So until that happens, we're just going to keep an eye on the temperature as it comes up, and then we'll be back just to set that off and get cooking.